Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon. Hey, how is everybody doing? Thank you guys for showing up. Let me clear my throat before we get here real quick. We clear that. Hey, how's everybody doing? Thank you guys for joining us today. We are on our second day, our mock trial. We're doing the state versus DB. We're just trying to run things. It's making a lot of people be more aware of what was said, how it was said. Thank you guys for showing up. If you see, I want to say thank you, Alice McGill. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Let me make sure we let you know that we appreciate everything that you do. Thank you very much. All right. I want to thank everybody for showing up. We've got one juror that's out. We're still going to wait for everyone to come in. Please make sure you share this live right now. You guys, make sure you share the live. Maybe they didn't get notification. We normally do not come on Thursdays. So I want to do a roll call to see who's here and who's not here. We are going to have to ask one of our alternatives to step up. The first alternative, if they're in the house, is Pretty K. If Pretty K is in the house, please let me know that you are here. I do see Cheryl C. I see Ian E. I see Wanda's in the house, but I don't see V. I don't see Pez yet, and I don't see Lorraine, but I do see Kitten in the house. Zan Rollins in the building. So we do have the defense. Valerie Montgomery's here. We do have the defense coming up. Let me put the link in the chat. And we're going to be running a little bit behind, not trying to, but we're going to get it popping as soon as everybody gets in their place. So I'll put the link back in the chat. Okay, let me pin it. Oh, no, wrong pin. I'm sorry. I pinned the wrong thing. Unpin. Let me pin. I done pinned Sonia Watts. She said hello. She said hello. She's in there doing her job. Hey, I see Lorraine in the building. Okay, so we just need Pez as a juror. And I need the attorneys to come up if they're in the building. Make sure you get it in there. I see V. Linvelli in here. Okay. So we just need Paz in the building. Brown Sugar, how you doing? Iris, thank you guys for showing up. I need to know, I do see the grandfather is here. Okay. Okay. We got Judge Betty in the building. I see you, Judge Betty. You are in the building. And hey, thank you, Don Pride, for the super chat in E&E. Let me see, who am I missing? LaKendra, if LaKendra's here, please come on in the building if you can. I'll put the link back in there if you missed it. I did pin it up on the top, but there it is. I need the defense and the prosecutor. The judge that's presiding over this case will be Judge Betty. I will be on the prosecutor's side today. And Batcave said, what you need me to do? Hold on, we've got the third of the defense chair in here. We got second chair defense in here. We don't have the lead attorney for the defense in here yet. Hold on, Batcave. Batcave, I hope you stay around because I don't know, is TeNika Brown in the building that's playing Antonia the Jogger? I need to know if you're in the building, or I'm going to have someone else play that role. Which, Batcave, you can play that role if TeNika Brown will not be here. We're going to give a little bit of time. Lorraine. Why, Lorraine? Why'd you step in the on the platform? Not the jurors do not have to come on the platform yet, Lorraine. In the closing, the jurors will be on the platform. She says she can't see the link. I'll put it up there again for you. Okay, we got defense third chair. We got two defense third chairs. Who's going to be the leading defense? And hang on in there, Tiffany. We might need you. I do not see Spacebound here. So let's make this happen, you guys. Oh, just for you to see me? All right, Lorraine, thank you. That's what I'm talking about, making sure I see you. I see you in the house. When we do the closing, I don't know if we're going to get to the closing today, but if we do get to the closing, I am going to ask all the jurors to come up when the closing statements will be made, just to give it a little bit more realism. But right now we're waiting for the prosecutor. And who else are we waiting on? You guys do know you got two defense third chair. I just want you guys to know we got Judge Betty. So we got the judge here. We got the judge here. We got defense. Zan there. Second chair. And we got two third chairs. And then we got the prosecutor. Okay, did you get it? Valerie Montgomery says need website. I don't know what you mean. I put the link back up in the chat again. Hey, Sugar Mama, how you doing? How are you doing? It takes us a little while to get things going. Members of the court, please come on up. I need the prosecutor here. Um, the judge is in the building. We are still waiting for the prosecutor side to come on up. I put the link in the chat. I'll put it up again. No, the juror would be Pez. I don't see Pez in the building. If Pez is in the building, please let me know. Kitten Smith, would you be a juror? Your name on there is probably need to change your name. I see a Mama T. Is you okay? We got prosecutor. So who is this Mama T? I need to at least see your face, Mama T, so I can know if I should let you up or who are you? Oh, okay. I got you. Got you. Okay, so yes, you can stay right there in the lobby because I do not see Spacebound here playing Cameron. So you will be playing Cameron. Let's make sure we got everybody. Okay, the grandfather is here. Is ITT in the building? Is ITT in the building? Did it have anybody seen ITT? We told her that she need to make sure she keep herself available. Okay. Let me text her real quick. If you guys see her, have not seen her yet. Okay, good. Okay, let me text her because she is on the roll call here. I spelled back wrong, but I'm trying to get this real quick. Okay, and we'll wait for her. But we do have one of the witnesses here, and we'll see if she comes in. We might have to call her later on. Okay. Let me put everyone up on here. Okay. Let me get in here and do this. Let me do this appropriate. Okay. Here we go. And defense. We got 2 second chairs. I don't know where's question. We got 2 second chairs. I don't know. Somebody's thing is last. See what it is. We got 2 second chairs. We'll get last. Okay, let me see. Defense. That's who it is. Defense third chair. I don't know who that defense third chair is, but who's the leading defense? Okay. We've got defense third chair here. This defense third chair is that a part of your team defense third chair? You got two defense third chair. Defense third chair here. This defense third chair is that?
You telling me?
Is that a part of your team defense third chair?
Yes, it is.
Defense third chair. Okay. So you're the head. You're the lead defense.
You telling me?
Is that a part of your team defense third chair?
Yes, it is.
Defense third chair. Okay. So you're the head. You're the lead defense.
Right. Me.
Okay. You still got some echo on going on, defense.
It shouldn't be me because I have everything off.
You're the only one that's not muted.
Okay, let me mute.
You still got some echo on going on, defense. Okay. We've got Mr. Rod in the building, in the lobby.
You got third chair on her thing, ain't that the head defense?
Right, she is head defense.
Okay.
The leading defense. Okay, I need to put the judge up here in the corner, not me. Well, it's fine. It's fine. It won't move me around. Okay. Leading defense. Do you have it? Do you have your let's see if it's still making that noise.
Yes, I'm here.
Do you have it? Have your let's see if it's still making that noise. Yeah, it's still echoing. You still have something on.
Nothing is on but the computer.
Yes, I'm here. Do you have it?
Nothing
Do you have your computer down low?
No, my computer is not down low.
Still echoing. You still have something on.
Nothing is on but the computer.
Yes, I'm here. Do you have it? Do you have your computer down low?
No, you want it low?
No, my computer is not down low. You still have something on.
Nothing is on but the computer.
Yes, I'm here. Do you have it? Do you have your computer down low?
No, you want it low?
No, my computer is not down low.
Okay, is that better?
Nothing is on but the computer.
No, you want it low? No, my computer is not down low. Okay, is that better?
Yeah, it's her. It's your Do you have your phone and your computer next to each other? You have to turn one device off. Okay, now try it.
Okay. Uh-oh. Okay,
Okay,
now.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Let's start.
Jesus.
Let's start over. All rise.
Okay. Okay, now.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay, the judge is in the courtroom. Judge Betty. This is docket number 1582-2021, State versus DB.
Hello, everyone.
Hold on, the judge has to come on.
Oh.
We can't hear you, Judge. You have to unmute it. You just mute it back. Okay.
Can you hear me better now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. We are back on day 2 of State versus DB. I would like to give a couple of instructions before we get started so that we all understand where we're going. This is a very serious case, so we want to make sure that all parties are heard. When there's an objection on the floor from either side, you have to give me the opportunity to say sustained or overruled. And you have, if I say overruled, that means I want to hear the remainder part of what's being asked. I may even say rephrase the question if I think that you're leading the witness, as well as sustain means go no further, and you would have to determine how to rephrase your questions. Is that okay with everyone?
Yes.
Are all the is all parties involved in this case in the court?
Yes, Your Honor. We one of the jurors had an emergency, so we're bringing up Kitten Smith as an alternative. She was here the first day, so Kitten Smith is now a juror taking the place of Jana.
Is that acceptable to the defense?
Yes.
Okay. All parties in the galleries, we would ask that you mute your phones, and only those who are speaking at the time should have their mics live so that we can hear clearly and there's no feedback. At this time, the prosecutor may proceed.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
First, I would like to basically state a motion, and that motion is going to be some testimony dismissed from the transcript because of the defense called the victim Carter, and they should know who the victim is and who is not.
Motion granted.
Okay. I would like to start by recalling a witness. My first witness recalled will be Monica.
Miss Sherrod?
Miss Sherrod.
Is there any objections from the defense side for the recalling of this witness at this time?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Could I ask a question?
Yes.
This is defense chair too.
Yes.
She kind of was breaking up there when it said something about the victim.
During our opening, one of the defense attorneys, I think it was chair number 2, called the victim by the wrong name, and she moved for a motion for that to be stricken from the record.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, all testimony that was given with that child's wrong name should be stricken.
All testimony with that child's name will be removed from the record.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Do you have any objections? I was asking the defense for recalling this witness.
I don't have any.
You may call your witness.
Okay. I will call Miss Sherrod up to the stand.
Calling this witness.
No, I have no objections to this witness.
You may call your witness.
There's a bad echo.
I will call Miss Sherrod.
I don't hear it now.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Okay. Miss Sherrod.
Yes, ma'am.
When did you go to sleep the night in question?
What time did I go to sleep?
Yeah.
I would say probably 10:30, 11 o'clock.
And when you went to sleep, were the boys asleep already in the bed?
Yes, they were.
I noticed Carter is let me reword that. Do we know if these children are potty trained or not? Do you know?
They are potty trained, but they are not completely potty trained. They do have accidents like every child their age. If we forget to tell them to go to the restroom before they go to sleep, they will more than likely they have an accident in the middle of the night. We try our best to have them go to the restroom before they go to sleep, but sometimes they'll fall asleep before bedtime, or we just forget to ask them to go to the restroom beforehand, and they would more than likely have an accident if you don't ask them prior to going to sleep.
Okay. That's unfair. Any questions? Second pair, any questions?
Yes, I do have questions. Thank you. Good evening, Ms. Sherrod.
Good evening.
Okay. So did you know Trevor for a long time?
I have known Trevor for quite a while. We didn't see each other often throughout the years, but we've known each other for a while.
So you
On
were
and on.
already familiar with the boys.
I was familiar that he had children, and I've met them before previously, but not when they came to stay. I have met them previously before, but not like for a long extended period of time. It's just we would see each other here and there, like just in passing, or meeting up again, like just to touch, as friends, touch base with each other.
And the twins called you mommy.
They started to feel comfortable when they started staying with me, and they've seen me every day, every day and night. They felt comfortable to call me mom.
So they moved in around February, Valentine's Day?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you work, Miss Sherrod?
No, ma'am, I don't.
So you only have a certain amount of income in your home.
Yes, ma'am.
And you still brought these kids in your home and gave them food and made them breakfast in the morning, and you guys ate breakfast in the morning, regardless of what income you had.
Yes, ma'am. I tried my best.
And you read to them nightly, like a mother would.
Yes, I did.
Okay, thank you. What about you've been clean for several months prior to this incident?
I would say about 6 to 7 months.
Okay. Do you feel like this was a second chance being a parent to some children?
I'm not sure I quite understand that question.
Do you felt, since CPS was in your history prior through the defense examining that you had your children taken out of your home, did you feel like this was another chance to help some other children not be in the system?
I, it's kind of a hard question to answer. I would say yes, but I don't think that it was in substitution to my children. I felt maybe it would give me a second chance to show that I could be a better mother, I guess you could say.
Okay. So I want to ask you, when the Trevor left the kids with you, why did you not get in touch with the police or CPS or the biological mother?
I did not have contact with the biological mother and with CPS. I could tell you that there is some trauma that comes with dealing with child protective services, and I honestly, I'm going to be accountable for not calling them. But I could say that there is some trauma that does happen in regards to with just dealing with CPS with my own children. So it causes a fight or flight kind of feeling situation. Um, and I think it was more of me kind of avoiding contacting them, I guess, out of my own trauma, I would believe.
Okay.
That's the best way I can explain it.
Did you try to contact the biological mother at some point in time when these children were in your presence?
No, because Trevor was explaining that she left the boys with her because she was overwhelmed with all of the children, because I guess they have two girls, I believe. I'm not sure, but there are other children, and she was overwhelmed with all of them. So she pretty much asked Trevor to take the boys to relieve some of the responsibility, I guess, on her end.
Okay. Miss Sherrod, do you guys have a routine that you do every night and every morning that you do with the children?
What was that?
Question. Do you have a routine that you have with the children?
Yes.
And what would that be?
Just after
Can
I
I
keep
get you
hearing
to
something.
stop? Can you stop?
Okay.
Can you stop? We're getting a terrible feedback. So would
I just put it
everyone
on mute.
who's on, please.
We've got Miss Sherrod in the building, in the lobby.
The only one here for feedback would be on your side, Jay.
My side?
Everybody else, yeah, everybody else is muted but me and you. See if you let me mute you and see if it goes away. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Now unmute you, Judge.
Okay.
If she has a YouTube, if you have your YouTube channel along with the StreamYard, it will send an echo. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you have that open
Do
still.
you have your, let's see if it's still making that noise.
It's on your side, Judge.
I'm unmuted now. Is it still making noise?
No, now it's fine.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Proceed.
Okay. I was asking Ms. Sherrod about the routine. Can you explain your routine?
Yes. After we would eat dinner, we would they would bathe. I would bathe them, and sometimes they take a bath together since they're twins. One can't be without the other. And after they bathe, we'd go and read stories, and we'd read a couple books, and then tuck them in and say goodnight. And that's that's probably how our night would go. And like I said, ask them to go to the restroom. Sometimes we forget, or I forget to have them go to the restroom, or like I said, they'll fall asleep while I'm reading them the story. And we just hope that they don't have an accident, but if they do, they'll wake up in the middle of the night. And in the morning time, Cash would come in and wake me up, and that's when probably about 7 o'clock in the morning, and then we get up, and either if they, it just depends on what they wanted for breakfast. Either I'd cook or just get cereal, and we'd go over our ABCs, the basic, the numbers and letters in the morning, and that's how our routine would start.
Okay. So this was a weekend. This is a Saturday. Do you guys usually get up early or kind of leisure around?
No, we don't get up. It's more of a Monday through Friday routine on Saturday, but Cash was always the one to get up early, and that's why it was unusual to me that nobody came in and woke me up, and that's why I woke up so late that day, because usually he comes in to wake me up.
Okay. And you making them breakfast, you use your own food. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Did you know the defendant, DB?
Like I said, I knew him through that he was a classmate or a up here at my older son Cameron's school. I knew that he was somebody from the neighborhood and that he went to school with Cameron.
Okay, Your Honor, I would like to bring in exhibit number 4. Is the video that ID, Ms. Sherrod ID'd the defendant, Darian.
Is there any objection from the defense?
I didn't hear what she said. I'm sorry.
She's asking to bring evidence in video, which you should have already received. Do you have any objections?
No objection, Your Honor.
You may proceed. Evidence in video.
Bad feedback.
It's on the defense side or the prosecutor?
No.
No objection, Your Honor.
It's on the prosecutor side.
Okay, we got it. Give me 1 minute. I just played just a few seconds of that video. Ms. Sherrod, is that DB in that video?
It looks like.
Is that how you identify DB?
Yes, it looks like him.
I only have a couple more questions for you, Ms. Sherrod. When you were at the police station, you handed your device over. Kendra, you're backlashing a little bit. You handed your device over willingly, Is that
They
true? or
asked
false?
me. Yes, they asked me for it, and I gave it.
Okay. Mrs. Sherrod, can I ask you, did you know any way, did you have any way to contact the parent of the children?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Will there be a redirect from the defense?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. I'm getting a lot of.
I'm getting a lot of back echoing too.
It's like a real high pitched squeal.
Is that better? I mean, it's not coming. Hear each other.
Well, the defense third chair is the only one on right now, and it's kind of in and out.
Okay. Not sure if you can hear me better.
Yes.
Miss Sherrod,
It's,
Yeah, I can't. You're breaking
it's
up.
in
You're
and
like in and out.
can you hear me now, Miss Sherrod?
I can, and when you start talking, it breaks off. It'll break off.
Not sure why that is. Should be pretty clear. I just have a couple questions. If you can hear me, can't stop while I try to go on another phone. Mike,
Oh, yeah, you're breaking up almost like when you say, "Can you hear me?" Like it's like a word. You're missing a couple words out of
object,
it.
Your Honor.
You
I
have to go
object.
out and come back in.
okay, no worries. I'll do that. I'll hold my question until I get a better.
Any further
Sorry,
questions
I
for the
got really
witness by the
emotional when you
prosecutor
said
at this
video.
time? Is there any further questions from the prosecutor for this witness at this time?
No, it isn't.
Is it possible for
Ms.
the
Sherrod,
second
you
chair
may
to
step
redirect?
down.
Excuse me,
I'm
Your Honor.
sorry.
Was
Yes.
it possible for the second chair to redirect?
Whomever on the team wants to do a redirect is fine.
Okay.
If it's okay with your lead attorney, I don't tell you all how to proceed. As long as someone comes forth when I turn it over to you all, if the lead attorney is okay with you speaking, that's fine. Ms. Sherrod has stepped down. I need her to come back if the defense is planning to ask questions. Ms. Sherrod, please come back to the courtroom.
Is that okay with my lead attorney, or did you want to just wait?
I believe it's okay with the lead attorney, she said. So, are you taking the question, Mr. Secretary?
I'm
So
here.
are you all moving forward, or you want to abstain for now?
Moving forward.
Okay, Ms. Sherrod has come back into the courtroom. You may proceed.
Okay. I just wanted to redirect on a couple of questions, Ms. Sherrod. One of the things that I heard you speak on was that you had no way to contact any of the family. Is that correct?
Yes, Trevor gave the way Trevor explained to me was that the mother was overwhelmed and basically asked her to take the boys. That's all that was said about that.
I see. And so, at any time, were you in contact with Trevor's family?
Honestly, no, Trevor was not contacting me. I was trying to locate where his whereabouts might have been, but I was not able to, locate where he was at. He said he was going job hunting and he was going to be looking for a job. And that's about it. That's all I heard from him. I was trying to call friends and maybe mutual people that we might know to try to reach him. And he was not able to be located.
I see. So just to make sure that I'm clear on this, at no time were you able to contact anyone within Trevor's family?
Objection, Your Honor. Asked question and already answered.
Sustained.
Question removed. Okay. Monica, you said that you made you were able to pick DB off of the picture that the prosecutor just showed off that video. You were able to identify him off of that video?
To my recollection and to what I know about DB and what he looks like, it looks like DB. I apologize. I'm going to use his initials because this is an emotional thing for me too. So it just helped me kind of do this case a little better without getting too emotional. So I don't know if that bothers anybody.
May I question the witness, First Chair?
Proceed.
Ms. Sherrod, I wanted to know, were any of your children ever antisocial? Because you have children all over.
Objection, Your Honor. Irrelevant other children and minors are being put into this, which is irrelevant here.
To the relevancy of the case, Your Honor, I am going somewhere with this line of questioning.
I will overrule, but be very cautious on how you proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. Again, were they all happy and social?
Objection, Your Honor. Speculation and opinion.
It's a question, Your Honor.
Sustained. Rephrase your question or move on to another line of questioning, please.
Okay. Since we are speaking in regards to minors, let's speak on the child that is of adult age. Was Cameron always a very happy kid, social kid, or adult? Did he have a lot of friends?
He had friends. To me as his mother, I did not see any antisocial tendencies or anything that would lead me to believe that he kept away from people. He did have friends. I don't know all of his friends, but I know that he did have friends and he did go play basketball with some of his friends.
Okay. Do you know if your adult son, Cameron, ever used drugs in your home?
Objection, Your Honor.
Objection. You cannot, that's speculation.
That's a question.
Yeah, and I'm not comfortable speaking on things other than what
I have not made a ruling. Miss Sherrod, you don't have to speak. Let me just make a ruling first. I'm going to say that defense, you must think of another way to phrase your questioning, because we want to be very mindful that we're speaking of some people are minors, and we don't want to appear to be character assassinating unless we know for facts or that something has been brought to our attention in the past.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hey, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Are you finished with this witness?
No. Ms. Sherrod, you stated you've been clean for 6 to 7 months, and that's great.
Objection, Your Honor. We cannot even hear
We're
the
getting
defense
feedback
answer.
again.
Unmute. Can you hear me now? We're getting
Yes,
feedback.
I can hear you with the feedback.
It's not on my end.
If you have your YouTube channel open along with your StreamYard, it will echo.
No. There we go. It was the prosecutor, unfortunately. No worries. You stated you've been clean for 6 to 7 months, and that's great. Can you tell us how you disciplined the children while they were in your care?
How I discipline the children?
Correct.
Just redirection. Redirection. When it comes to which children, all my children, or which children are you speaking of?
Cash and Carter at the moment.
Cash and Carter, because of their age, there'd be more redirection than discipline because they're so young.
Have you ever put them in timeout?
I would call it time away, not time out. Or I would call it if they would like to be my shadow. So I would have them kind of be with me if there was something that they couldn't be redirected. Just, do you want to be my shadow? So they kind of are with me, kind of where I go around the house, and they usually don't like to be the shadow. So they will, send to, correct whatever, I try to give them other things to redirect them to.
Okay. You call it redirection. And in a previous testimony, you stated that you read the book, The Little Engine That Could, every night. Could you tell me what the end of that book says?
At the end of the book, I know that he would say, I think I can, and, eventually made it up the hill. And that is I don't know what the very last page is, but it is about him trying to get up the hill, and he kept telling himself, I think I can, and the little engine made it over the hill.
Okay. And Monica, I have a question, or Ms. Sherrod, my apologies. You said you think that it was DB in the video, or our client Darian Brown in the video, but according to the documents that we have,
Objection, Your Honor. Question
Again.
already answered. The defense is badgering the witness.
Not badgering, Your Honor. Just asking. I'm late.
Question already answered.
Question.
Rephrase the question, please.
Okay. You stated that to the police that you knew the defendant, but you just told the court that you think that was him. I would like to know, which one is it?
I said I knew of him through the neighborhood, and I knew of him of being a classmate to my child Cameron when he went to school. And I said that I think it looks like him in the tape, but I know of him. I know what DB looks like. But I said it looks like him. But I didn't say I think I know what he looks like. I know what he looks like. I just said I think it looks like him in the tape, but I know what he looks like.
Okay. How often would you say you went grocery shopping?
So that means I'm not guaranteed. I'm not saying 100% that it's him.
How often would you say you went grocery shopping?
Yeah, well,
It's the prosecutor. How often? Grocery shopping?
Prosecutor's objecting.
Prosecutor, are you trying to object, or
I was objecting.
and on what
On
grounds?
the grounds that we have not fully watched the video.
I'm sorry. Could you restate your reason for objection?
She said he has not fully watched the video, she said.
I don't
We
understand.
Overruled because
We haven't finished. Okay.
overruled because she, when the video was just shown, she indicated that was who was in the overruled. I'd like for her to answer, please.
So what was the question again?
How often did you go grocery shopping?
I went probably once a week.
Once a week. Okay.
Just depending on what the day consisted of.
But during that
The week, I'm sorry, I apologize.
during that time, were you receiving money to care for Cash and Carter from any source?
No, I
Objection, Your
wasn't.
Honor.
receiving-
Objection, Your Honor. Vague, open question.
I'm sorry.
Are they
Repeat.
leading or vague and open question? The defense said from any source. If she picked up a penny, would that be a source? Yes. So would they redirect the question or specify a direct income?
Please clarify your question, defense.
Okay.
Was the grandmother, the biological grandmother, Trevor's mother, giving you money, or Trevor himself, to take care of Cash and Carter?
No.
Did you happen to find it odd that after only a few months, the children started calling you mommy?
No, because from what I understand, I mean, any child that might not have their mother in their life for an extended moment in time, and if they have a female figure in their life, and if it's making them feel comfortable and safe at some point in that period of time, kids have a tendency to be like, I love you, or, calling them mom. And I just know that from experience because my older son has a child as well, and kids are just they're known to do that if they have an absent parent in their life when they're young and they don't know the difference.
There's something I would like to ask you in regards to your anger situation. Do you have an anger problem, Ms. Sherrod?
Objection, Your Honor. Could the defense rephrase the question, starting off the question as it is already in an existence, a problem?
Sustained.
Okay, Ms. Sherrod, you were arrested in 2013 and 14 for the assault on your own mother, and jailed for said assault. Would you say that you have an anger problem?
Objection, Your Honor. On the grounds that the mom is not here and we don't have any information to back that up.
Public records.
I'm going to allow that as it speaks to Miss Sherrod's character.
That is true, and I did, and I was convicted, and I did do my, what they sentenced me to, and my probation, and I did complete all said things that they sentenced me, as in I paid restitution, and also I had probation that I had to complete, which is completed.
Okay, is that a yes or a no, Ms. Sherrod?
Yes.
So you do have anger problems.
Well, I had an anger problem and is speaking
Objection,
of
Your
that.
Honor. Question and answered.
Sustained. Defense,
Ms.
if you,
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
go ahead.
Ms. Sherrod, are you aware of a criminal history of Mr. Trevor Gernon?
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
It's a question.
I'm going to allow it based on the fact that she can speak to what she know of him. Ms. Sherrod, you may answer the question.
If you can give me 1 second, I like 30 seconds. Okay, I apologize. I don't know specifics. I didn't do a background check on Trevor. Like I said, we've known each other for quite a while, on and off throughout the years. I do know that he does have some history, but I don't know specifics because I didn't physically go and do a background check on him, to find out details about what his history is.
And you felt safe with him in your home?
I did. I didn't have any issues with him personally.
Okay, second chair, I'm going to refrain from, Your Honor, I would like to reserve to question this witness at a later time, if that's okay with you, and allow the second chair and the head defense to ask some questions.
That's fine. Second chair, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Just before you proceed, Ms. Sherrod, are you okay to proceed at this time?
I am okay, but just on a side note, off the record, I do have a grocery order that's coming in here shortly. So it was unexpected. They're a little late delivering. So I just wanted to let you guys know. So if I don't catch something right away, I might ask you to repeat it.
SP, can we do this at a later date?
Okay, we can call Miss Sherrod on a later date and go. We can proceed with the other witness.
Ms. Sherrod, it is my understanding at this time the defense would ask that they're going to abstain right now, but they will be calling you back. So please do not discuss the case, and you are dismissed. Am I understanding that right from both sides, the defense and the prosecutor? She can be dismissed at this time?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Sherrod, we thank you for, and,
thank you.
But again, remember not to discuss this case, and you will be called back. Prosecutor, please call your next witness.
Okay, Your Honor. I'm going to call Mr. Smith to the stand.
Mr.
Grandfather.
Mr. Ian Berry.
Oh.
Mike Berry.
Mike Berry.
Before Mr. Berry takes the stand, we are in the 6 o'clock hour. I think it is. I'm an hour ahead of you all. Did you want to proceed, or to the prosecutor, second chair, just give me a signal when you are ready for us to wrap court up for the day, okay?
Okay. I think that we can can we start with this witness if they come on?
Yes, that's fine.
So we need Freddie to come up on the panel. as the grandfather. Let me make sure the link is in there. Freddie, we need you to come up on the panel. Let me see here. I don't see the grandfather, but so we'll wait. Maybe something's going on. But we do have, Your Honor, we do have Cameron in the courtroom. I mean, not. Yeah, Cameron.
Would you like to call me? Would you like to call call? He would be Mr. Sherrod. Am I correct? Cameron Sherrod?
Yes.
Is that his name?
Yes.
Would you like to call him at this time and then wait to call the grandfather?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah.
You may proceed.
Okay, we call Mr. Cameron Serrata to the stand. Can you spell your name?
He has to be sworn in. Just a second.
Okay.
Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, as you know it, so help you?
Tiffany? Uh-oh, hold on. Disconnect.
I think we lost her.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, Tiffany's up there. Mr. Cameron's up there.
Okay, can you state your name for the court?
Tiffany? You're on mute right now.
Okay, I'm here. I'm sorry.
Can you state your name for the court?
My name is Tiffany Drake, her mommy T. If the babies are too loud, I'll go outside.
Okay, Mr. Sherrod. What is your mom's name?
My mother's name?
Yes.
Carolyn.
Tiffany, you're supposed to be Cameron Sherrod.
Okay. Okay, so my mother's name is Monica Sherrod.
And how would you describe her?
Let me move away from the area. And how does he get what?
I said, and how would you describe her?
I'm going outside. And how does he get what?
And how would you describe her?
How would I describe my mother, Monica?
Yes.
She is kind of carefree. She is kind of she lets all the kids come around and um, just to be around and um, hang around and be like a safe spot to me. What I would say.
And okay. Do she make sure there's food in the house?
I'm sorry.
Do she make sure it's food in the house?
People are in and out.
Your
Um,
Honor,
there,
Your
she's not
Honor,
concerned. She's
Your
not
Honor, can
concerned
I call
about
for
what
a
is
recess,
out.
continuance? It's too much static to hear anything. Your Honor, can I call for a recess to reschedule for
Because of
tomorrow?
because would everyone go on mute, please? Would everyone go on mute at this time? We're going to call for a recess for the day, because we're getting a lot of feedback. One, and to keep in mind, as when you come up as a witness, if possible, you must be able to hear the prosecutor as well as the defense when they're speaking. So we're going to table this. I will turn it back over to our host to give us our next court date. Thank you.
Thank you.
We are adjourned for today.
Thank you, Your Honor.
SP, before you kick us out,
Yes.
I just want to commend the judge. She made me
yeah.
feel like I was in court for real.
She did do that. It was just too much noise to get an understanding and grasp, and I just wasn't. I think we all need to check our mics and everything, because it was just too much. I mean, every time somebody came up, it was like, let's go through it. See, now we've got the grandfather in here. We adjourned for today, grandfather.
I learned something today, though, SP. Maybe if we share this with everybody, I learned this from, I think, third chair told me, once you come up, if we're coming up on the stream, we need to shut down our YouTube, because that's where the feedback was coming from for me. And I didn't know that before.
Oh, well, I was telling you it's coming from you. Oh, you didn't know that you had your phone on or something? Oh, so yes, you either can't be close to the computer if you got your phone on the live, or it don't even have to be on the live. It could be on something else. If you have your phone on and you're in the stream, it picks it up and it will echo it. And yeah, but
once
the
you
judge
got
was
through,
trying to
you
not
got
be late.
through. Great job, Betty.
you did good. You did good.
Thank you.
No,
I was
see how
trying not to be
that
late.
is?
Yes.
I think the defense was doing good too, because I think we changed up some of how we were answering questions, asking questions, and then things of that nature. I like some of the questions. I like that, to understand how to rephrase something or get something back. I'm learning a lot. But we have
I am as well.
we have to be really thankful for the people that's trying to help us get a look at how this is. So it's only just a few that is that will reach out and try to help. So, but we do need to make sure that once we commit to something, we can do it and have ourselves present there at the time to do it. Not wait until now we're done and then you jumping on, or not knowing what you're this person and we're not talking to you directly as I'm SP or something, but I do still have other things to kind of get together. But I really learned a lot in that questioning today. And I think second chair and the lead chair did an awesome job. Thank you guys. Thank you, Betty. Thank you, Zan. Thank you, LaKendra, my team member.
Yeah, you're going to be a force to reckon with, SP. I can already see that you're going to be a problem.
I'm going to be a problem.
Yeah. For the defense.
Well, actually, I don't think I'm going to be a problem. I think we got to get this to look as like how they're going to have it. You know what I'm saying?
I have to say the defense is the defense is not playing. They are bringing their A game. And the prosecution is as well. So, I'm not the judge right now, but you all did a marvelous job as well. Awesome job.
Yes. Yeah, they did. They did. It was just too much feedback to really get into character.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It was just too much. It was just giving me a headache. And
I think when people agree to come on, they have to, even if you just want to come on to be, a character, one of the characters or whomever, you have to try to find as quiet a place as possible for the purpose of the live one, and for those the prosecutor and the defense, because the defense has some, has to come back once the prosecution states what it is from that person, and it's not fair if the defense can't hear because of whatever. So I'm hoping that everybody will try to figure, if they know they want to be a part of it, think about, okay, I need to get myself in a certain place at a certain time. So, and I know it might be difficult, but just a thought.
Yeah, I think it's difficult because people they have their phone there and they want to look and hear it because they're used to their phone, and you can't. You got to cut that. Mm-hmm. Usually, and I learned that from another channel way back in the day. When I would call in on their channel, I would just go completely out of that channel and then make the phone call and talk to them. Mm-hmm. Because you can't. You want to read it and all this. Pay attention to what is said and not the chat. Don't worry about the chat. Right. When you call in, just turn your phone completely off and then say what you need to say. Don't be, if you are.
It's a delay anyway, so you'll get to hear it.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. So if we can get people out of that habit of wanting to look and see at the same time, it'll go a little bit better. But we got a long way to go, you guys. We got a long way to go. If we're going to continue to do this and see it through, like I said, the grandfather did finally show up, but it was just too much noise going on. All right, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You all have a great evening now.
All right, you too.
Take care.
All right. All right, everybody. We're gonna we're going to end it for today because of the noise, the backlash of the noise. It wasn't one particular person. It was just so much going on that we have to. Kimmy says, hug your kids. It was some good questions and stuff, and we want to keep it as simple as possible. But the good stuff, we can always take out the noise and stuff that if we wasn't getting it right. So it's still good. Everything is still great, but we need to minimize the noise. So if you do have a character that you come on, please turn off your other devices. Do not think that you can get away and look at the other device, because as soon as you unmute yourself, we hear that all that noise, and it's very disturbing. It's just very disturbing. I could not hear the question. I could not hear the answers to some of them. So I didn't know when I should object or not. But it still was good. It almost, it had some good questions, had a resistance from the defense, which I was expecting that. We will try to be here tomorrow, 5 p.m. Central Time. We'll get right back into character again. Thank you, everybody. And thank you guys for participating. Please make sure you hit the thumbs up as you go out the building. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.